Welcome, my fellow Virgos, and those who just are intuitively guided to the channel. You may not be a Virgo. This reading is going to be for Virgo, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Those, again, intuitively guided to the channel. You know, I feel like our spirit guides connect. So even if you don't have Virgo in your chart, but you find yourself in this reading, just know it may be a message or a sign that's trying to get to you from above. So just trust in that. Anyway, this is going to be for May 2021. Interesting how often I forget the date. Time is fluid though, so whenever you find the video, that's the right time for you. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. We're going to start with the Mother Mary deck. Okay. We were blessed with a beautiful weekend up in the Northeast, 70s. It was just beautiful. I did a lot of work outside, and so when my nails look like they do, I was going to paint them for you, and I thought, what's the sense? Because the polish will just, I'll be back in the dirt tomorrow. But today is rainy and overcast, and I have to tell you, I love doing readings, especially for Virgo. I don't know why. On a rainy day, and Libra also. Something about a rainy day and tarot. It's like, curling under a blanket on the couch and watching good movies all day long. All right. We have feminine. Message from Mother Mary. I allow my feminine nature to shine brightly as a valuable part of my identity. Okay, we'll see how it fits in, and we'll read it at the end. I'm going to bring this down a little bit. And let's get into the tarot part of it. We're going to start with the Tarot of Dreams. Again, I want to remind you time is fluid. And what I mean by that, also in a tarot reading, because, you can say it's general, but what I feel like is people come to a reading and they're at different places within the reading. Some have already gone through a certain energy. Some are just beginning. And I feel like, us coming together like that at different periods in the path, we help each other. So that's how I look at it. But, it just reminded me of how many things I've told my daughter that I know from experience. And it doesn't matter, right? Sometimes you still have to carve your own way. But it's interesting because, I know it from experience. So you say, please don't do it because I can almost predict your outcome. But they do it anyway. You can't control everything, right? Okay. I wish I would have known that back then. Okay. We have the Six of Pentacles. That's a beautiful energy. I've been doing a lot with personal year numbers, master numbers. I'm thinking about doing your life path numbers mixed with tarot. I just love putting them together. I feel like for some of you, you could have a life six path or personal year, or a master 33. You have a master number. It just says, when you add those two numbers together, so the 3 and the 3 is the 6, that's where your lessons are at, right? That's where your lessons for your soul are at, or in the 6. This is learning a sense of empathy. This is coming to a place of compassion for my fellow brother and sister and myself, right? You have to include yourself in that, because if you're not whole, what you bring to the world isn't whole, right? This can be act of forgiveness. Again, a very charitable type energy. It feels, what do I want to say? It feels almost like it's at home here. I don't know. And I feel like that's because of you. Like many of you are carrying this type of energy, so it feels very at home here. That's the energy of give and take also. It's allowing, it's allowing yourself to receive also, right? I do it without expectations of receiving back, but it's just a natural flow. As I give, I receive. Sometimes just knowing you gave someone a leg up is all that you need. I feel like that in tarot. That's why I do tarot, because, when I read your comments and I see, and I know, I can tell those of you who evolved, and there's many, it gives me a sense of joy. Okay, well, look at this. We have the Nine of Pentacles. Perfect card in a Virgo reading. This is about creating something for yourself. This is a very independent type energy. It's the energy of success. Some of you are in the business of giving now, in whatever, and that can be in a million different ways. And I feel like, just like I said earlier, how I feel when I know, like, someone has met someone that, I kind of felt in a reading. It's a sense of joy, and I feel like this is where you're either in it or you're heading to it. So, success. With effort. Nine of Pentacles isn't like a miracle. This is an energy of my own effort, right? But there's a reason I want to feel independent. I feel like it's important, right? And I just want to say, for some of you, this is confirmation of the business that you're in, maybe a business you created, an organization. And you may have questioned, should I be doing this? The answer is yes. Okay, well, there you go. There's the question. Am I on the right path? Is this going to build me the type of life that I want? Now, the Two of Swords, I don't love that it's coming there, because this is really you questioning whether this is your right direction, but you're doing it out of a sense in this energy of, first of all, there's a blindfold on. And, you can't go into the Nine of Pentacles with a blindfold on. You just won't reach the nine, right? You'll get stuck along the way. Maybe you get stuck around the six. And this, again, I felt like for some was the lesson, right? That give and take. Gentleness. I'm looking at the feminine energy with the Six of Swords, or Six of Pentacles, and I feel a very gentle type energy. So anyways, the Two of Swords poses the question. Maybe you don't know if you can make it to, maybe you're at the six and you don't know if you'll make it to the nine. I feel very confident. I don't know. Okay, we have the Five of Swords. So, this is very simply telling us that where there's a lack of belief in yourself towards this creation, right? Where is that doubt coming from? It's coming from the Five of Swords. So that can be other people's opinions. That can be family members. That can be lovers, It can be anybody who's, this talks about toxic energy, the Five of Swords. Like this energy, maybe you're creating toxic thoughts that really aren't meant to be there. And that may be part of the blindfold. The Five talks about change and being willing to change. And I feel like sometimes you just gotta, it's almost like am I on the right path? Can I be successful at what I want to do? Everything's telling me no over here, but everything over here is saying, oh, you can be. So I'm going to trust this energy and not this energy, because this is coming more from toxic or lower type energy. You know, it's funny, Sam, it just reminds me of a story real quick, but when Sam was going to school to be a respiratory therapist, everyone was telling him, because he came from the mines, right? He was a coal miner, and decided to go to school. So everyone's like, you'll never be able to do that, la 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 la. But he did it anyway. Virgo, he's a Virgo, by the way, Virgo sun and moon. Don't tell me I can't do it, right? But here you're taking it on a little bit. So it's affecting your trust within yourself. Can you build your own Nine of Pentacles? Yes, you can. I know you can. Well, there you go. Ace of Swords. That is my yes card. Can I? Yes. Should I? Yes. Will I? It depends. We'll keep going. And I also feel like this is talking about something that feels very authentic to you. Think about the 9 now, right? The time it took to get to the 9. Now, it doesn't always have to mean a long period of time. But, that's the energy of moving through life, having your own stability, right? You're very grounded in that energy. We have the Page of Wands. Some of you, this is about taking a chance. Page isn't thinking about it. The Page is going to do it. Maybe you're just feeling it. This can talk about communication, in some way with the Sword. If you're questioning whether it's part of your authentic path, listen, you're allowed to make whatever path you want. The experiences will be there nonetheless. So, take off that pressure. Is this what I'm meant to do? If it's what you find, if you get lost in it, if it brings you a sense of joy, then yes, but it's not the only thing, right? There's other ways you can go. So I feel like this is about taking the pressure off yourself. But nonetheless, here is the Page of Wands. And to me, this is someone who I'm going to take a chance, right? It may have started from some type of an epiphany. An idea, right? It took your action. It takes, in the Page of Wands, it is action. And this is where I'm taking a chance. Wow. Okay. So we have the Four of Wands. You may have opposition right in your own home regarding someone that perhaps, the Four of Wands to me is definitely love. But the Two of Swords is above that. And, I get this all the time. I like how the Nine of Pentacles is coming before the Four of Wands. And what I mean by that is I like how in this energy, I feel like you have to put yourself first, right? Because I do feel like some of you are on a mission to create these businesses that are helping our fellow brother and sister, right? Helping to give those a leg up, sharing your knowledge, right? Ace of Swords is your knowledge, your authentic self, all that. Two of Swords is just doubt in yourself, doubt in that. Can I do it? But the Page of Wands is telling me yes. Page of Wands tells me that you take the chance, right? You go against what everyone may be saying over at the Five of Swords, and that could be love. And I feel like you do it anyway. So let's see. This could talk about doing something out of the home. Swords are coming straight down at that Four of Wands. Look at this, Six of Cups. Well, First of all, I want to say it's good to say that a partner of mine for a long period of time, who at one time I felt like, was behind me, would believe in me, has now almost lost that, is giving me the the opposite type of energy of that. And that's what I feel like. I'm getting the opposite of what I used to get. I feel like this Nine of Pentacles is big, though, because I feel like this is about you creating something. And I feel it's very authentic. I do feel like it's meant to be. It doesn't mean it has to be, but I do feel like it gives you this strength and this, but yet gentleness, right? It's like the Empress, right? You are both strong and gentle. Maybe you've been strong, 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 and Mother Mary is saying, allow some of that feminine to come out also. I don't know. Well, I think I'm going to leave that there. Let's look at the bottom. We have the Hierophant. So this is about your faith, right? So it's faith, right? Has your faith been twisted? Have you taken on someone else's faith system? Do you believe in yourself? Do you believe in your God, right? Do you believe in all is possible? Or do you believe there are limits in your life? That type of thing. Here, it feels limiting. And it feels kind of mental. So I feel like that may be the challenge of overcoming, right? This is praying about it and letting it then go. Okay, well, let's go ahead and take our Light Seer deck. Actually, I can't cut them that way. I cut my thumb this weekend, and I can already feel, because these are pretty new. So we're just going to give them a couple shuffles like this. They're all pre-shuffled anyway. We'll give them a cut. And let's dig in. Going to bring this down. And listen, I feel like for some of you, you've created this Nine of Pentacles, or you're very much on your way of Nine of Pentacles. It's really beautiful type energy. I just want to say, doesn't mean it's easy. This is about the willingness to build. And Virgo is that energy. So I feel like nonetheless, I'm building that, right? Maybe I'm already in that. And then I do feel like this here is talking about, for some of you, perhaps someone of the past. Now, I don't feel like it is this person in the Five of Swords. I feel like, if anything, it's showing me that they're, why is someone not believing in my dreams? Or why am I allowing that to affect me and then not go after my dreams? Right? And for some of you, I feel like it may take, I don't know, it may take leaving. Maybe this is just, maybe it's temporary. Maybe it's just your energy is not, the right energy is not found there. Because, the Hierophant being here also tells me that, I've taken on a false belief system. And that belief system is, it's limiting to me. And that's not what faith is all about. Faith is about all is possible. So, there just may be some energy around you that, holds you back from your dreams. I feel like some of you have someone on your mind of the past, and I feel like that is what you're questioning. You may even be questioning about leaving where you're at and going back to a place. Maybe there's someone there, maybe not, maybe there will be, but back to a place where you felt happy, truly happy. And I feel like some of you are thinking that, and that you're questioning, should I do that? Because the energy you're in, again, feels toxic. Now, doesn't mean physically. I don't really have any cards here that say that you're on a physical move, but that doesn't mean that you're not. Some of you may be, right? This Page of Wands, I feel like if I'm the Two of Swords and I'm questioning that, right? Here I am. Maybe some of you have created these home businesses where truly you can just work off your computer. Mine's like that. I could travel anywhere in the world and still do my work. So maybe you've created that for yourself, or that is what you're doing. And now you're deciding, right? In this energy here, it's very just dark and cloudy and toxic, and definitely feels like it's holding you back, right? Here's your true nature. I can feel it. So I feel like not only am I thinking about my pentacles, I'm also thinking about potentially love. So do you do it? Well, it looks like, with the Page of Wands, you do. Take a chance. Now, this Page of Wands can talk for some of you about someone of a younger time, right? And that would be Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. But it doesn't have to be that. For some of you, it is. For some of us, it's action. That's the only reason I don't like it to give signs. I don't want to limit it to, like, okay, it must be this sign because, what if that's their rising and you don't know they're rising, right? So anyway, we have the Seven of Cups. Interesting. We have the Ten of Wands. Okay, well, I feel like you are the third reading I've done this for this month, and I feel like each of us, each reading has received this card. And it's interesting because Ten of Wands, first of all, I want you to just look at this image. This image really, to me, explains a lot. I feel like in this image, or let's just say in this energy, this person, used to live on top of this mountain, right? On top of the mountain. Well, for whatever the reason, that mountain is, toxic now, right? So this is someone who is leaving, right? Coming down into the valley, so to speak, but she's heading somewhere. She's taking only what she can take, right? She's letting go maybe of a lot of material things, and that may feel bad, but I have to tell you, I've done it in my life quite a few times, literally. I'm down to 2 suitcases, and there's nothing I really miss. And I don't know. So, for some of you, I feel like this is still in thought. Okay, we have Justice. You may be wanting to ask someone for a divorce. We have the Three of Cups. This person may be untrustworthy, or you may feel that way. It's interesting, these women's, they have their back to us over this Five of Swords. So for some of you, you could very well be in a relationship where at least you feel there is maybe infidelity or what have you. I feel like, so not only is this energy within the Five of Swords feel toxic, now that Three of Cups feels toxic to me, because I feel like their backs are to me. But in a way, I feel like saying whatever. And I feel like that's where justice comes in. So for some of you, I feel like this is you. It could certainly be asking someone for a divorce. And listen, the Ten of Wands is almost acknowledging that, the path may not be simple, right? But it's going to be worth it. Take what you need, right? Seven of Cups. I'm trying to make a decision here, but I'm not trusting myself again. What to take. And I feel like if that's the thing, like if that's holding someone up, just take what you need. Because I feel like, this is rebuilding. And with success. So I feel I feel like this is a journey that is worth taking. So anyways, justice is also about cutting the ties, right? Cutting that toxic tie. And again, I can't help those, those 3 women, their backs to us. Just has given me this feeling. So, justice is about making you whole again, right? It's making you whole again. And I feel like here may be a path for some of you. Okay. We have the Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups coming over the Ace of Swords. You know, you may be with someone who is a karmic partner, or you just may be someone that, you know, is like a free will decision. The signs were sent. It's interesting. I was thinking about that this morning. How many signs, like when I first got married, I was young, naive, all that, and I don't know how many people told me don't get married, don't get married to him. And within 6 months of marrying this guy, which is the children of the father of my children, so I don't regret it, so to speak. But within 6 months, like, he was just a cheater. It's just who he is, right? It's just who he is. And I wasn't going to change that. I mean, you know, I used to say, I'm like, why the hell did you even get married? You know, like, why? Anyway, so I feel like some of you are having some types of realization, or you're in that type of energy, and a change may. Listen, Ten of Wands is the end of that journey. Ten of Wands is where it feels like all the responsibilities are on my shoulders. Maybe you've put in a relationship all on your shoulders, right? It's not supposed to be that way. Six of Pentacles says it's a give and take. It's a give and take, and if you're not receiving, and you know, then why are you there, right? Then why stay there? Page of Pentacles or Page of Wands says, okay, I'm not. I'm going to move on. I'm going to move on, and I'm going to seek better, right? You know, and some of this is you moving. I feel like some of you are moving like back home or back to a place clearly where there were happy memories. And then it's interesting that you have the Knight of Cups now. So I feel like this is talking about, you know, it's like your spirit guides are saying, listen, this person over here, you chose for yourself. We had nothing to do with that. Don't put the blame on us. Here, you know, once you clear that energy, and that's going to have to take a lot of trust in yourself. And for some of you, it's the willingness to walk through the struggle, but knowing that it'll be worth it. Here comes this Knight of Cups, right? Over the Ace of Swords, truth. So it's like your guides say, no, here's love. Here's love. You know, and I'm feeling all of a sudden like the Seven of Cups or some of you saying, don't even chase love. Like, don't chase love. Work on yourself, work in your pentacles, work in your craft, that type of thing. Build yourself up, and love will find you. You know, here's the Knight. This Knight comes to you with this couple fulfillment. Seven of Cups above it, I feel like, you know, like, just don't chase it. And those who cannot, I don't know, match your energy will fall away. And those that are meant to be will connect, right? But you don't want to connect in this energy. You want to connect in this Six of Pentacles and this Nine of Pentacles energy. Some of you, that Nine of Pentacles is your path to freedom. Okay, nonetheless, here's this Knight. We have the King of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Doesn't have to be interesting how now he's at the mountaintop, right? He's at the mountaintop. So you left one mountaintop, you're heading through the valley, right? That's part of the journey to the next mountaintop. And I feel like here, look at this guy. It just feels like he's sitting there waiting for you. His sword is down. I feel like this is someone of truth, right? Doesn't feel like he has to defend his truth, him or her, but it's a him. Feels very harmonic, like with nature, which is good for Virgo. I shouldn't just say Virgo, but Anyway, this person seems to be, well, he's at the mountaintop. Right? And I feel like this is the energy of seeing what's coming towards me too. Like, you know, we have the Page of Pentacles. Some of you, just real quick, I want to say there may be somewhere you went to school that, or there may be someone like when you were in this energy of building, maybe the Nine of Pentacles, or before that. Can be in college where I met someone. And this person may be coming back in your life, because I feel like the page is looking right at the Six of Cups. You know, and here's Justice saying, sweetie, we're going to make you whole again, right? But you got to throw off that blindfold. Be willing to walk through the valley, because, you know, you're getting to the mountaintop again if you allow yourself. And for some of you, you know, you want love in your life. I feel like this is what it's talking about. You know, and then again, it's like, I feel like a lot of you, you know, again, your guides are saying, like, you can't pin this one on us, right? This was your choice. Plenty of red flags, but it's okay. You know, but allow us to help you move to a happier place, you know, to a more authentic place. Put you in a more authentic energy of who you truly are. Anyway, let's keep going. You know, the Page of Pentacles is all about knowledge, right? To build one's life, to build oneself. So, again, for some of you, you know, it does look like, yeah, this could be a time when I was in school and I was learning. Now, maybe, again, when you were young or college, and then building from that. Maybe you couldn't do that over here, and you need different energy to, you know, it's like you need a different recipe. I feel like this is about making a commitment to yourself too, though. Learning as you go. Learning as you go. Learning so you can understand as you go. And then as you do that, it just becomes easier and easier. We have the Ten of Swords. And we have the Four of Cups. Interesting. Interesting. I have to say, it feels to me like this Page of Pentacles, again, this is someone who, let's just say, I want to know why this even happened. I want to understand this energy so I don't have to, why? I don't want to repeat it. I don't want to be back in it. So this person in Ten of Swords is looking right up at the Five of Swords. And I feel like this, again, is telling me, like, where I may have had an exit point that I didn't take. So then it travels to the Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords just almost sometimes feels like submission to me. Four of Cups, though, put you, I feel like, more in a dreamy type state. You know, like all is not lost, I feel. All is not lost. Why is all not lost when, oh my God, the Ten of Wands, I have the Ten of Swords, I'm not trusting in myself. It's not lost because this is about a different perception, a different way, a different consideration, right? There's still something more that's waiting for you, right? If you choose. But I don't know, guys, for some of you, like, and listen, the Page of Pentacles wants to know about this, wants to understand it. Then again, maybe that's exactly what you're using in that Nine of Pentacles. I don't feel this Ten of Swords is attached to this Six of Cups for some reason. I feel like it's attached to the Five of Swords. And it's talking about how fast it can multiply. I want to take a couple more, especially with the Four of Cups. Because the Four of Cups, it's like I'm, you know, I'm on this line. I'm living in this world, but I'm dreaming about this world, right? I'm living here, but this is where my dreams are at. I had the Chariot. Well, that makes sense, right? Because there is the movement. You The Chariot is a completely different way of looking at it versus the Two of Swords. The Chariot tells you that all is possible, right? That's what the Hierophant is trying to tell you. All is possible. Like, don't give up. Especially if you're in this Five of Swords. It goes to the Ten of Swords, right? If I stay in it. Justice, if nothing else, is saying you got to cut those ties. I do feel like there's untrusty energy around that. And I don't know. It's almost like I don't feel like you're going to change it. So why waste your time in it? Type of thing, right? Why live in it when, I don't know, here's someone over in a mountaintop waiting, and then here's a Chariot. So anyways, the Chariot to me comes as a reward. Good job for doing something. Here's the ability to get you from this point to the next point, to an energy where maybe you really come alive. Some of you, this may be where a soulmate love lives, right? Your other half type of thing, right? This is an energy also, if I want to say, mind control. This is me believing that it's true, seeing it in my mind's eye, and then the Chariot just follows that energy. And it's interesting because in the Four of Cups, I feel like some of you are dreaming about that, about an energy or a period or wanting to be in this type of energy. And I feel like the Chariot is saying, you can have it. You can have it, right? The blindfold needs to come off. Take what you can carry. The hell of the rest, right? The hell of the rest. You'll leave that one mountaintop, right? It's like charred, and I don't know, like there's no beauty left to it. But it does take you being willing to take that journey. And that's what she's doing, right? In the Ten of Wands, that's what she's doing. She's taking what I need. I have my knowledge. And some of you are going back or meeting someone even that you went to school with. Anyways, it's all possible within the Chariot. Card of Cancer, by the way. Libra is a card of... Justice is a card of Libra, too. I don't know if I said that. So, does this kind of feel like a reading where it's saying you can have it all? Yeah, it does feel like a reading where you can have it all. But it comes with sacrifices, right? But these sacrifices are only for your good, right? And it's about not getting mad at yourself for even getting stuck in that energy. It's not about like, I'm so horrible, you're weak. No, it's not even about that. It's just saying you have this ability to, if you want to change your life. And I feel like in all areas, I really do. And I kind of feel like even love may come unexpectedly. But it feels like from a certain point, like when I leave this Five of Swords, it becomes the Ten of Swords. I feel like you're in a different type of energy. Anyway, so here's the Chariot. This may ultimately be bringing two people together who are just going to feel connected. It's interesting, too, that we open with the Six and we close with the Six. 66. 6, moving on. After the change, right? During the journey. Taking me to the next mountaintop. Almost like this person sees you coming. And sends the night out ahead of time. And listen, I feel like a lot of you have been on a journey. Or you will be, of really looking at this Five of Swords, really limiting toxic type energy. I can feel untrustworthy energy too. All that. And then how it moves to the Ten of Swords. Again, almost submission. Ten of Wands, I feel like she's movement. And it may just be in the mind at that period. But ultimately, I don't know, I keep going back to like, your struggles or what you think are struggles where you may find a lot of really exciting experiences along the way. Ultimately, I feel like you're meeting What I feel like your guides are saying is a soulmate type energy. Let's look at this knight down here real quick, because he is right next to the Four of Wands. So this may be ultimately someone that you make a true commitment with. And the Six of Cups is there too. Again, someone that you could have known in a younger time, or you may be going back to a younger time. It could be in your mind or physically. And here this person is. You know, he's got an owl sitting right there. He's wise. His communication is good. I feel like he's learned. We have the Emperor. So, you know, just like I said, I feel like he's learned. You know, he may be in some way a leader of a group. You know, probably maybe even a business owner, much like you. Maybe in the same type of field. Who knows? We have the Two of Wands. We have the Eight of Swords. We have the Devil. Look at that. The Eight of Swords attached to the Devil. The Devil's hands reaching out to you. Like, don't leave me. Stay with me. I promise I'll be better. Right? Eight of Swords next to that. It's, you know, I believed it. I trusted it. You know, and it can even be feeling bad for myself, thinking this is it. Like, right? Well, you know, it's not it. It's only it if you allow it to be it. Right? The temptations, you know, you can resist. You're just as strong as a resistor as you are, you know, it's like you're just as strong in the light as you are in the dark. So, and it's also called Cancer, by the way. But it's showing us, you know, your darker thoughts is what keeps you stuck in neutral. Look at this. We have the Ace of Pentacles. So I feel like the Ace of Pentacles is your way out, is your sign. It may be a financial way out, right? To get you to a better time, I feel like. I really feel the heaviness of where you've been. Again, this may have been a while back, and this may talk about your whole journey and why you're doing what you're doing and why you're perfect for it, right? No matter what someone else may tell you. You know, be willing to look at the struggles, learn from them, and, you know, this way you can look the devil right in the face and say, I got this ace. Nope, I got this ace in my back pocket. So, you know, this could talk about someone who, you know, has also overcome their own struggles, right? They've overcome their own struggles to be where they are at, you know, and at their mountaintop. So I feel good about this person. Now, again, I don't feel it's just an air sign. I feel like this is just talking about, you know, there's still this fulfillment left in your life. Free yourself. Free yourself. Stop allowing fear to be your decision maker, right? This is more about, you know, recentering yourself, but get back into your face system and then moving from there. This is where you see your signs. You know, I think I say that in every reading. This is where the signs are in the present moment. It doesn't mean you're not getting them. It just means you're too lost. You know, our heads are turned from the signs, no matter what, right? Because in a way, we have to invite in this type of health. So anyway, guys, this feels like quite a journey. I feel like we are going from one extreme to the other. You know, and I want to say, if you think your life is over, you think you're stuck in that type of energy, what does it take? First of all, it may talk about, you know, you need to think about your own pentacles, your own independence, and get strong within that. No matter, you know, if it's something you're feeling, do it. Prince of Wands under that Nine of Pentacles. This is something you feel intuitively that you should be doing. So, here is the Ace of Pentacles at the end that gives complete opportunity. The Ace of Pentacles talks about energies coming into, or we could say a blessing that's coming into your physical world. It's tangible. And I feel like, I already feel like you can have success within your pentacles. And I feel like for some of you who like really have gotten stuck in that sword's energy, the heaviness of the sword's energy, you know, I feel like don't give up. Don't think this is it, right? You may have to take a little action, right? Be the fool and take a chance. Take a chance on me. And, you know, some of you don't even know this king is sitting on the other mountaintop. But yet there he is. So I feel like, you know, when you get there, you get there. Then you can make that decision. Here's the Two of Wands underneath him. And, you know, I feel like there's a lot of looking out the window, being in dreamy energy of can I be all that? Can I have all that? And I feel like you are getting validation that yes, you can, but it does take some sacrifice, in action. And, you know, getting back into your faith system, your belief system, and believe in yourself, especially your past experiences. I feel like they've taught you a lot. When you get into that energy, this could be someone who's just like, I'm on this mountaintop by myself, reflecting. Anyway, I think I'm going to leave it there. But let's go ahead and read the Mother Mary card. Mother Mary demonstrates that you can be both feminine and strong. Her sweet and loving nature is balanced by a clear vision of her duty to God's will. Whether you're a woman or a man, you have a feminine and a masculine nature. This card comes to you as a message for you to allow your feminine side to be more present and accessible to others. Your femininity includes virtues such as nurturing, tenderness, sweetness, softness, and gentleness, as well as receptivity and intuition. In fact, in order for you to develop your spiritual gifts, including intuition, it's essential to allow yourself to receive, and that includes divine messages. So that's important. It's essential to allow yourself to receive, and that includes divine messages. Don't forget that, guys. I feel like that's really important for you. And I'm going to leave it there, because when I just keep repeating and repeating, to me, it's just monotonous, right? You'll get it when you get it. You'll understand it when you understand it. And I just know that's how the readings unfold. Anyways, guys, you know, I feel like this has been a time of hardship, yet strength, you know, desire, and freedom. Allowing yourself to chase your desires, right? I feel many of you have already let go of a lot of toxic energy. It may, you know, it can continue to try to pull you back, but as you become stronger in yourself, it, you know, it becomes weaker. Remember, the stronger you become within yourself, their energy just becomes weaker. Anyway, I feel like this Ace of Pentacles is your way out. Here I am. I'm still talking. Especially because it's coming over the Chariot. Wow, I just realized that. So, I love you guys. As always, just my gratitude for you being here, and especially those staying to the end. Thank you. I feel like you have to. I don't know how you can leave mid-reading unless you just know it's not for you. But I don't know how you leave mid-reading, because it's a journey, right? We're taking a journey. It's showing us the energy that sometimes we have to find within ourselves. And sometimes, you know, we have to call to the universe. But your life is, for some of you who've stuck, take that step, whatever that step is. Trust yourself, trust your intuition, and trust the signs. Take that step, and I feel like you kind of change your life. I really do. I really do. Be willing to walk through the struggle. You know, you're already in a struggle. And it feels like a struggle of the mind. And because of that struggle of the mind, it may have overtaken the energy of action, right? It may have like, it feels like it weakened me, right? It like a scale, right? But justice is here to even that out, to bring it back to normal, let's say, right? To allow, it's like a drawbridge coming back together so you can now cross the bridge. Anyways, guys, I love you. I will see you in the readings. Bye bye.